Hey everyone, and welcome to the championship announcement, awards announcement, keeper lock announcement, everything like that. This is little Lord Jethro of South Yinzerton. Look how tiny he is. He's so cute. Look at him. He just wanted to make a guest appearance. He's the commissioner pup. You may refer to him as Commish Pup throughout the season. He'll be making his appearance. 10 weeks old and a very good boy. As you can see, we're back in the house. So he's a sleepy boy. We're going to let you go to bed. All right? There you go. All right, now getting down to business here, we'll just review as far as the final standings go. Starting with number 12, Kyle. 11, Matt. Number 10 is Steven. Number 9, CJ. Number 8, Simmons. Number 7, Eric. Number 6, Adam. Number 5, Neiman. Number 4, Cody. Number 3, Mr. Modest. Number 2, Doug. And number 1, your reigning champion, Joel Gibson. Center up a little bit. Sorry, everyone. Those are the numbers of papers you will get for the draft. Pardon the paint here. We're repainting the house. It's all good to be the same color. And pretty excited. We actually just got finished with the first coat of every room. So pretty excited. With that in mind, I just wanted to go over a couple things here. We're going to do the awards first. Not everyone turned in a bracket or a ballot. So I apologize if these seem unfair. I could only go off of what was turned in. Please turn in your ballots next year. Like I said, these awards really don't mean anything unless everybody has their input. That being said, this should just be the Cody show, essentially. A lot of awards coming for Cody. Spoiler alert. We'll start with the twat. For the second year in a row, Kyle is the twat. No surprise here. He was projected to go like maybe top 4 this year. Ended up as number 12. Injuries, things like that, really led into the next award. The biggest letdown, also Kyle. Just like I said, probably a top 4 team. Ended up being 12. Most injured we gave to Simmons. One of his keepers basically was on his IR the whole year. So I was actually in favor of him getting most injured this year. This isn't the first time that he's won this award. The biggest upset of the year is Cody over Joel in week 10. Nobody expected Cody to even be in contention, and the fact that he beat Joel, who went on to win the championship, was a pretty big upset. I actually agreed with that pick. I voted for that pick as well. Next is the underdog, Cody. Wow, just incredible. Started out the year losing 5 and then recovered to make the playoffs and ended up getting 4th place. I mean, there's not a lot better you could do there. The builder, also Cody. I agree with this too. The man has, I believe, 5 first-round picks and started out 0-5. And also made the playoffs, and also made it into the top 4. This is the second time in the last 2 years, I believe second time in the last 3 years that he's made the Final 4. So definitely look out for Cody this year coming up. He has a lot of first-round picks, and he can be a dangerous man in the draft for sure. Next is Most Improved. Neiman wins this award. I 100% agree with this one. Neiman actually finished 11th last year and ended up finishing 1st in the regular season. Next one is the reporter. Doug wins this year. Not everybody voted, so this one was literally by one vote that Doug won. Had everybody voted, it could have been different. I assume that Kyle and Doug will basically win this award every year. The two of them are very good, but that's why votes are important to get in. Strategist, Mr. Modest wins this one. I almost lost to Cody. It would have been the first time that I would have lost to Cody. Again, votes. I did not vote for myself. I actually voted for Cody. It was almost my undoing. Strategically, Cody put on a clinic this year, especially after going down 0-5. So, like I said, shout out to Cody. I was very impressed this year. Regular season MVP, the MVO, is Neiman. No real argument here. Neiman only lost one game. He ended up losing in the playoffs and getting 5th overall, so a letdown if it was a playoff award, but because it was a regular season award, I believe that Neiman deserved this. I think that he is the first one to win that was not Joel or myself. I'm not sure if Matt won MVO the year that he won. I don't think so, because, and I'll have to look, I know I have it. I thought that Matt was not the 1 seed that year, and somebody else won MVO, but I'm not sure. Congratulations, Neiman, hell of a season. You didn't pull it off at the end, but if winning was easy, it wouldn't be fun. So better luck next year. Those were the awards. I'd love to get your guys' comments on them. Feel free to have a debate. In the future, though, if you do not turn in a ballot, I will not allow you to receive an award. This would have affected a couple of you this year. I won't name the ones that it would have affected, but you know who you are if you didn't turn in a ballot. Next year, we'll be going to straight Dynasty, so I actually have that rule book almost done. I have valuations and everything like that on how we're going to value players. I want to get it out to you guys at some point this fall, early season, just so everybody can kind of look it over and we hash out any kind of questions before we draft next year. So the important thing to remember for this upcoming season is that you are also playing for the number 1 pick in Dynasty. So you could win the championship and have the number 1 pick. Everything else will go basic office standings. Actually, that's not true. I believe what we decided to do, and I apologize for the confusion. Everybody else at the end of this season will have the exact same percentage. So I think we're either going to do everybody gets 5 pieces of paper for 2 through 12, or everybody gets 10 pieces of paper for 2 through 12. And I apologize for that confusion. But like I said, the winner this season will get the number 1 Dynasty pick locked down. A couple other things we got to clear up here. The keeper deadline, I normally have it on July 15th. It is going to be moved back to July 31st. That is a Saturday at noon. I am not joking around. If you do not have your keepers into me, I will not have any keepers for you. The lack of participation as far as voting and everything towards the end of the season, quite frankly, disappointed me a little bit. So to those of you that didn't vote, I can't make you do anything, but I can assure you there's going to be no special treatment if you do not turn your keepers into me by July 31st. Tomorrow, I will be posting a salary list just so everybody has it on who their keepers should be. I did note that Simmons must trade Embiid and Neiman must trade LeBron, or they will go back into the draft. That'll be up to you two to decide. There'll be some off-season picks. It's important to remember the rules for off-season trades. If you make a trade, that player must be kept by an owner. You can trade him to another owner that plans to keep him after you receive him, but that player must be kept by an owner if he is involved in a trade. At this time, there are no picks for players, trades available. Now, that means that every person involved in a trade must receive a player. There's not going to be a three-way trade where somebody gets 3 picks and doesn't get a player. Nothing like that will be approved. If you have any questions, you can always ask me or you can consult the rule book. That said, moving forward, if anybody has any real questions, let me know. I think that's it. Congratulations to Joel for winning again. He does have the trophy. I mailed it to him with bubble wrap, the appropriate way to send the trophy, Matt Hobert. Joel has won too much, but congratulations are in order. And this year, I hope he enjoys his trophy reign. He and I are in pretty similar boats as far as drafting goes, so it's going to be nice to see maybe some new names in that Final Four this year. That being said, if anybody has any questions, feel free to let me know. We're basically back at it. I'm going to be doing a video at the end of July, and it's going to be the keeper deadline. So I hope you all are doing well. Hey, if anybody needs a place to stay in Pittsburgh, your boy's got his home back. Outside of that, I hope you guys have a good rest of the July. And like I said, I hope to be hearing from everybody and hope you're all doing well. Peace.